All right, we are live, Pam and Andy. I think we're gonna wait a second here. Hi, guys. I know it's 1 minute to spare. We wanted to dial in just a minute or two early this time and make sure the people who are leading get loaded in and make sure we've got things to on our end pulled together here. So it's good to see you all virtually. We wish we could see you all virtually, but we certainly appreciate you tuning in tonight. Or still today, isn't it, guys? It's only 5 tonight.
Still,
Yeah, it's still daylight.
yeah,
I was like,
still.
and we've gotten a little burst of spring temperatures, right? Better than those frigid, minus or negative temperatures we've had for a while. So, but thank you all for tuning in. We're excited to be back on YouTube again, trying out a platform. I was going to say trying a new platform, but let's not kid ourselves. YouTube's been there forever. We're just trying something new, right?
Right.
We're trying to get with it here and trying to stretch and learn new things. So how are we doing on time? And I have 5 o'clock. So Jay and Sharon, you think we're doing good? All right, well, I say we get this party started.
All right.
Well, hello, friends. Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're tuning in live, and it's after work, or maybe you're still at work and you're sneaking in a little viewing time on your phone, we certainly appreciate you tuning in with us this evening. I'm Tina Smythe with the Home Office, and I'm thrilled to kind of be co-hosting tonight's party with two really important special guests. Let's not kid ourselves. These two folks are the stars of the show. So we've got Weaver Pam Wheeler with us. Hi, everybody. We are so excited to hear what she's going to share with us tonight. Knowing you, Pam, we have a couple stories to share too. No story. No. And of course, we know this fella right here always has good stories to tell. And this is how you doing?
Okay, hey, everybody, how you guys doing?
Talked a little bit about our incredible Easter campaign. Oops. But before I go any further, I forgot about two really special guests that are working behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Right? We cannot forget about the folks, hopefully our production crew, who's really making all of this happen. And of course, behind the phone is Sharon Wood, our company photographer. You can't see her, but maybe we can switch the phone around at some point so she can say hi. And of course, our moderator over at her desk is Jay Burke. She is kind of watching the chat and kind of, connecting with all of you over there. So we certainly could not do this tonight without Jay and Sharon. And of course, we're missing Michael and Jim on this party, but we'll make sure we catch them next time. All right. Okay. Well, so without further ado, we are really excited to talk a little bit about our 2026 Easter campaign. And this campaign, it has been live for 10 days, well now 11 days. And my goodness, our customers and the folks who are following us on Facebook and who are finding us are really enjoying this, especially the Golden Cross and of course those ducks. So our two guest stars here, superstars, are going to talk to us a little bit about the inspiration behind the baskets that are surely making our campaign heroes with so many people out there who are getting ready for Easter, whether it's Easter decorating, Easter entertaining, and gift giving, right, guys? You don't forget about gift giving. Our products are perfect for gift giving. So, Andy, Pam, why don't you tell us a little bit about the baskets in the campaign?
Good baskets.
Yes, we do, sir.
We tried something a little different this year with Easter. Instead of doing the same basket in multiple colors, we really tried different looks for our Easter baskets. We went for a really nice bright look. We went for a nice soft pastel, which is fairly traditional. And then we decided to try something very earthy and natural and went for a very natural look at an Easter basket. Kind of give you three different, very strong options to go after with Easter. We wanted to give you a basket that was a good, hardworking basket. You can do a lot of different things with it. It certainly will do a lot more than whole grass and eggs and ducks.
And ducks.
And ducks. And MR ducks. And to go along with the baskets, we did come up with a duck to do this year. We thought this was a fun way to go after it. We looked for four colors of ducks that we could do. We played with colors that did feel like they went with what we already had going on with the Easter baskets. I'm going to let Pam talk to you about the ducks because Pam makes the ducks.
Yes.
And I don't, and which is a good thing. You don't want me making the ducks. But let Pam kind of give you an idea what goes on to make one of these happen.
All right. These ducks are a little more involved than what you might realize by looking at them. My weaving form has 19 pieces.
Goodness.
There's a part for the head, there's a part for the middle, and then there's a part for the bottom. So when he comes apart, he comes differently.
We number those pieces.
And they have to be numbered because let's face
it,
it, it's a jigsaw puzzle. And I'm not really happy with jigsaws, but I've got it figured out. There is at least 21 pieces of shoestring just in the duck's head alone.
Oh, my goodness.
And you need to watch and make sure you're getting pulled nice and snug so you get that cute little neck, you want to call him on him.
The contour part of the duck. Bit.
And what is cute about him is he has his little tail feathers here in the back, which makes him a little special.
A little more special to weave too.
Yes.
And it's fun. It's fun. It's different. And that's what makes me happy is I like these little different things.
I love it. I mean, look at the size of that weaving. I'm sure Sharon zoomed in there and got that, but my goodness, that weaving is tiny.
It's 1/8 inch here,
Oh,
and then you have 3/16.
oh my God.
So he's kind of small, but you need him to give him his little personality.
Yes, it's
And they all have a little different personality if you look at it.
that's true. That's
And they laugh at me when I'm at work, when I put them on my table. I never put my ducks in a row because you know what? My ducks are never ever in a row.
I love it. I love it, Pam. It's very cute. Well, you do a great job. And we
Thank you.
actually were in the workshop earlier this week.
Yes.
Or this week, last week. And we captured you reading the purple one. And so we put together a little video that we're going to share on our social media page next week, showing folks exactly how that duck comes together. And you did a great job designing that. And of course, Pam and all of her fellow weavers are going to be weaving a lot of ducks, I think.
They are weaving a lot of
A
ducks.
lot of ducks.
A lot of ducks.
A lot of ducks.
A lot of ducks.
And so, of course, we've got the purple, the yellow, the pink, the green, and the way you design the 3 different color Easter baskets, really, they could be interchangeable and work with any
Yeah.
basket.
Absolutely.
We wanted them to play together nice.
Yes, indeed, indeed. I love it. And the Easter basket is such a great shape and design. To your point, Andy, the way it's designed, I feel like folks can use it all year long.
Yeah,
Depending on, especially the natural look,
Yes.
depending on what their decor is, that could stay out all year long. It could be taken to, family get-togethers, used on picnics, and the same thing with the pastel and the brights. So I got a question for you. I didn't prep you on this, but we'll see what your answer is. And you can make it up and we never know.
Then I
But what
will.
what is our best selling color of duck? Or are they all 4, the set of 4 selling the best?
Instead of 4 selling the best, but individually the best selling color, what would you guess?
I would guess purple.
No.
Oh, Pam, what would you guess?
I tell you yellow.
She knows, because she knows. She knows we're mentioning that tomorrow.
So far, I love it. It's yellow. It just that makes sense.
Yeah.
I went to purple, but yes. And then Easter baskets.
But actually, these two are running pretty close. Pastel is a little bit ahead,
Oh,
but the 2 of them are running pretty
Okay.
close, which is kind of surprised me. I thought this one may not be as popular, but it's working.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, and it does me, and Andy will tell you, Pam, and the team will tell you, whenever Andy brings something color palette to look at, I always go for the brights. I mean, look at my
Right,
shirt.
right.
I mean, I just like the bright colors. They make me feel fun and happy, and I just feel like they're
Yeah.
just so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I let you guys off the hook, and we're going to talk about the Woven Cross Network, I want you to tell me, or tell our friends tuning in, a favorite Easter memory, or maybe a great Easter tradition you have at your home. You want me to go first?
Always.
Oh, it's.
My grandfather, bless his poor soul, my grandmother made him stuff all the Easter eggs for 6 grandchildren.
Oh, goodness.
He also had to count them.
Oh.
And if possible, put a map of where he hid every egg. We never found every egg. Every year, there would be a missing egg,
Oh, I
and then
love it.
grandma in the spring would be out there, she was in the garden club, digging through that flower bed, and she would find the missing egg
I love
with
it.
melted chocolate full of ants.
Yes, indeed. There you go.
Every year.
And that is such a fun memory.
It is. All of us still go, you think he found all the eggs?
No. Now, let me ask you this. So when you and Richard did egg hunts, did same thing with you guys? Did the kids find them all, or was there always a missing egg?
Well, I don't think we had. I had first started out with my granddaughter and I had a huge basket heaped and my son's going, what are you doing? We have 1 grandchild and you have 60, 70 eggs. He would just take the basket and just fling it all over the yard. He goes, I am not hiding those. So I think we got all.
You got them all. Perfect, perfect. Okay, Andy, what about you?
I would say when our kids were little, we lived on the east side of Cleveland. So we learned what lake effect snow meant. We didn't know when we first moved there, but we learned quickly. But snow in Cleveland seems to start early and last forever. So we have pictures of our kids, because you can't have an Easter egg hunt in the house. You gotta have an Easter egg hunt
Right.
outside.
I agree.
So snowsuits looking for Easter eggs. The joke between my wife and I was, we just leave them white, they'll never find it all.
Right.
But we, yeah, yes.
Until the snow melts.
They're out there for days trying to find those white eggs.
Oh my goodness, Andy, I love
But
it.
that, yeah, that's the word, yeah, there's shivering, there's snow, yeah,
And hunting eggs.
having eggs.
So fun. I
Yeah.
love it. All the things that we remember.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of traditions and special memories, of course, before I let you two off the hook and I move on with some other great products, you of course have to talk about our Woven Cross. I think, Andy, we sold like 100 of these, like within the first 24 hours.
It's our best seller.
This is our best seller in the campaign. So I'm gonna hand this beauty over to these two folks and let them tell you a little bit about it.
You wanna talk about it?
You go right ahead. I haven't made that
You
one. I
haven't made that.
really can't give them a really good description.
Really what we were trying to do was just do a nice, simple cross that you could use in your home year round. Not make it too obnoxious or bold, but just nice, subtle cross. So what we did was started with just a cross and said, how can we get it to go? And we've just made like a small tray, but it's very shallow. So it's got a little bit of dimension. It's got some weaving and splints to give it all a base. And then just like we do reinforcements on the bottom of the basket, we use the same material to create the cross on the top. Actually, there's one on the inside too. That's what holds it all together. But that's what kind of gives us a nice, simple, clean cross. And it seems to be very popular. So I think we did something right. People seem to like it, so that's a good thing. And I think it's a nice addition to what we've got going on for our offering for Easter.
I absolutely agree. And I will tell you, this is a beautiful work of art. The price point is incredible. It's only $59. And what I have loved, as we've heard from customers who write in and our sales associates, our proprietors who've been sharing, customers are buying more than one of these. Like they're buying them if they have, 3 children, they're buying one for each of their children for their home. They're buying them for gifts, pastor gifts or Bible study gifts, or just, there's so many things that you can do with that inside your home in terms of just those special places to put things, that are some special places in your home. And I think this cross fits perfectly there all year long. That's the other thing, obviously. The timing, of course, is perfect for the launch, but we know customers are loving it. And so, Amy, thank you. And Dan, thank you for all you do. And to all of our weavers who aren't on camera tonight, but eventually, hopefully you'll see all of them take their turns. Thank you all for all you do. I mean, goodness gracious, our baskets and our woven products are always the hero of any campaign. And that's really what we start with, right, Andy?
Yeah.
When we lay out a campaign. So we'll come together and we'll say, okay, what's our inspiration for the month? What's our focus? And we kind of start with, designing or developing the baskets, and then the rest of the campaign kind of comes to life from there. So I'm going to talk a few minutes about our purchase products, and I'm sure I will not do as great as our good friend Michael Kennedy. We're missing him tonight, but we know again we'll see him hopefully on the next party. But we have some really great purchase products that complement, of course, the beautiful Easter baskets and the cute little ducks that Andy and Pam talked about. Of course, keeping in line with the Easter theme and the Easter novelty of it, the bunnies. Oh my goodness, friends. These Ironworks Easter bunnies are just the greatest. Look how big this dude is. And listen, friends, these are made in America. As you know, Dresden and Company, we are so proud of our commitment to American crafters and of course our American crafters right here in Dresden. But our 2 bunnies are made in America as well. And we love the vendor that we partner with. But this guy is so big and so fun. And I have to just tell you, one of my favorite things at Easter is as long as my husband and I have lived where we live now, we live in a little log home out in the woods. It has a big porch. We've been hosting family Easter, and not just my family or his family, we bring them all together. And one of the most favorite things that we do at Easter, other than have really good food and use all of these great products, is we take a group picture out on our front porch. So I like to look at it year over year. And of course we reminisce and we have fun, but that's one of my favorite Easter traditions. But I am going to have both of these fellas for my table this year. Of course, you could tie a cute little ribbon around his neck there. You saw that our short croc fits in there perfectly. So use your imagination, friends. That's one of the things I love about our products is you can look at this and I'm sure you will have 10 different ideas than what I will have in terms of how you can use this. Of course, we're offering our short crocs this month in these awesome pastel colors as well that coordinate perfectly with our Easter campaign. We've got strawberry, blueberry, and mint. And again, our short crocs are perfect for, serving dips, serving condiments. I know folks enjoy baking in them. You could bake small little individual cakes or breads in them. You can use them anywhere around the home, not just serving on the table, but of course, that's where mine will be put to good use. And then, of course, our little bunny here, Ironworks Bunny, it of course is perfect for a candle votive that you could put in there. This is our little toothpick holder. So you could use that, put your little toothpicks in there if you're having a little charcuterie spread or some hors d'oeuvres to, have your little picks there. But again, just super cute to kind of turn up the fun with your Easter table. Speaking of fun with the Easter table, we've got our egg plate there, our stoneware egg plate. It is a fun novelty piece that, goodness, Andy and Pam, what would you put on that on your Easter table, do you think?
Eggs.
Eggs? Okay,
Deviled eggs.
deviled eggs?
Yes,
And would be
definitely deviled eggs.
Yep. I'm trying to think, what else? No, go ahead, Andy.
I'm thinking too, those caramel eggs,
Oh,
chocolate covered.
Oh, yeah, any kind of sweet treats. And Andy makes a really good, we talked about this on the last party, friends. Andy is a baker, right? I think your wife cooks and you are the baker.
no, I cook.
You cook. Andy cooks and bakes. Oh my goodness. He makes these really good brownies with caramel in them. Oh my gosh, we need to have him bring them into the office. Like I always talk about them every time we get together. But those would be perfect on there. One thing that's really cute too, I'll kind of reach over here. Of course, if you can nestle our little ramekin in the top part there, you could even fit the short crock in there. So it could turn into like a little veggie and dip plate, or fruit and veggie, a little more healthy, fruits and things. But again, so many things you can do with those, with our ramekins and our crocks. Now, I will tell you, friends, Sandy said we've had a really good Easter campaign so far this month in 10 days. And so we do have a couple of colors of our short crocks that are temporarily out of stock. So if you're reaching out to your proprietor tonight after the call, or you're, wanting to go out and shop, just know the colors that you see out of stock, they're just temporarily out of stock. We certainly hope that they are back online later this week, so that you can get those ordered and have those in time for Easter. Our February campaign, everything that is ordered by February 28th, we plan to ship it by March 16th. So again, you'll have it in time for Easter decorating or gift giving, as we talked about with the beautiful crosses and the baskets and the ducks. And of course, entertaining. Goodness, we got to have these pieces on our table this Easter, right? Now, I didn't talk about, something else, to talk about, our beautiful glass cake stands. Friends, these are absolutely exquisite. The colors, I'm sure you can see. I don't know if Sharon wants me to touch it or not, but this is our blue, and these colors are striking, my friends. They're the cake, glass cake, plate or stand is available in this beautiful blue, as well as the beautiful pink over there by Andy with all those good looking cookies on it. And of course, we're offering the glass dome as well. So I think we've thought of just about everything for Easter entertaining, Easter decorating, gift giving, and then just all those special memories and moments that, happen when family and friends gather, right? I can certainly see all of this, along with many of our other Dresden and Company products that you can see here behind us. So, anything I forgot, Andy and Pam? I covered all. I'm looking at the table to make sure I didn't forget anything. But if you are tuning in tonight and you have a Dresden and Company proprietor, please reach out to them, and talk to them about how they can start you a shopping link, and you can order if you don't already have a shopping link for the month. You and your friends can order, and you'll actually earn shopping rewards as your sales grow from your sales and your friends' sales. If you're finding us and you're watching this and you're not yet connected to a proprietor, you can certainly reach out to us at info@dresdenandcompany.com, or you can visit our website at dresdenandcompany.com, and you can search for a proprietor in your area. So there's ways to get connected, and we'll get you connected if you're interested in having these beautiful products in your home, or if you're interested in getting your own shopping link, right, to earn your own rewards. Let me look at my notes here, make sure I haven't forgotten anything, friends. I think we covered just about everything. Of course, I was gonna say something and it went right out of my mind. This is live, right? This is live on YouTube, so I can't remember what I was about to say, but Sharon or Jay, is there anything you're seeing?
Zesty lemon.
Oh, I forgot the food. Oh, see, how could I forget about the food? Oh my goodness. Our zesty lemon dip mix. Oh, thank you, Sharon. This is our monthly, we have a food of the month, and this is our specialty food for the month of February, and it is zesty lemon dip mix. And I gotta tell you, friends, one of my favorite things about our foods is they are so easy to prepare. And of course, they're even more beautiful when they're served in our Dresden and Company products. But I believe this takes sour cream and cream cheese. You mix it together, you chill it for a couple of hours, you put it in one of our beautiful, colored, pastel colored ramekins. And there you go. You've got a beautiful dip and great tasting dip, and it's easy to make. So thank you for reminding us of that, friends. What else? Did we forget anything else? No? Okay, well, on behalf of Dresden and Company and great Pam and Andy here, and of course, Michael and Jim and Sharon behind the camera and Jay over there, we thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching us live, we thank you for watching our recording. And more importantly, we so very much appreciate your support for Dresden and Company, our awesome employees, and of course, our favorite little village of Dresden, right?
Yes.
We appreciate you all so very much. Enjoy your evening. Have a happy Easter. I'm sure we'll see you back on YouTube again real soon. So thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Happy Easter.
Yes, happy Easter.